Hello, and today we will be checking out the Magento 2 multi-vendor marketplace seller slider plugin that is basically used to create and manage the slider within the marketplace store itself. So basically the marketplace vendors can now easily set an image slider on the profile page, and for that the seller just needs to first upload images along with their URLs, and adding the URLs is optional to the slider, and then can also set the slider properties, and thus it helps the marketplace vendors to advertise their highlighted features of the store to the buyers itself. And all of the uploaded images would look like a slider on the seller's profile page, and if any of the images have been uploaded along with the URL by the seller, then the buyer will be redirected to the respective image URL by clicking on the image itself. So right now you can see that I'm at the storefront on the seller profile page with the name Shoppers Mart, and here at the top you can see this particular slider is running, and here we have a right arrow and a left arrow to navigate between these sliders that have been added by the vendor, by this respective vendor. So if I need to go to the right, I just need to tap here and the slider will go from right to left, and the same for the left arrow. If I tap here in the left arrow, then the slider will go from left to right itself. And if there are any URL links attached to any of these slider images, then the customer would be redirected to that particular link that has been added by the marketplace vendor. So I just tap on this particular link here, and here you can see that we have been redirected to the particular link that I had added within that particular seller slider image that we were checking out. So that was how the customers can access the seller slider on the seller's profile page. Now let's log into the vendor account panel, and let's see how the vendors would be able to set up the seller slider under their own account panel. And lastly, we'll be showing you the admin configuration if there's any. So but before that, let's log into the vendor account panel, and let's see the workflow at the vendor's end. So I'm at the store front end on the login page, and I'll be logging into my vendor account by entering my email and my password, and then tapping here on the login button. So now I've logged into my marketplace vendor account. So I'll just go to my account section by choosing the my account option here under the drop down. And here on the left hand side, we have the marketplace block for the vendor. And here you need to navigate to the manage slider images option that we have. So I'll just tap here on the manage slider images. And here on this particular section under the marketplace slider images, we have this section wherein we'll be able to add the images for the slider itself. Apart from that, for each of the chosen file, we can add a URL link as well. And whenever a customer taps on that particular image, the URL link for that we have added within this particular section here would be the customer would be redirected on that particular URL. So that URL can also be added very easily. Then we have this settings section wherein we'll be able to set up the image width in pixels, the height, the slider speed in milliseconds, the slider duration in milliseconds, and we can also choose the background color for the slider banner by tapping here and choosing the particular color that we want to set up. Now let's see how we can add the images for the slider. So for that, we'll have to choose one image first. So I've already added a few one. You can also delete any of the images by tapping here on the delete button, and you can also tap here on the settings icon that you have, and that would allow you to edit the image URL for that particular image that you have already uploaded. So if I tap here on the OK button, you can see that particular image has appeared, and now we can change this particular URL link that we have attached to the image there. Now after changing it, we can tap here on the update button, and we are done updating the URL for any of the already added images that have the URLs set up. Now let's choose one file. So I'll just tap here on the choose file, and we'll be choosing one image file. So I'll just choose this one, and we'll be adding one URL link to it. So I'll just add the blog for this particular plugin that we have, and thereafter I just need to tap here on the save gallery button, and you can see that the gallery has been successfully saved. So here's the image that we have just edited, and if I tap here on the settings icon, then we'll be able to edit the URL here. So here we are on the marketplace seller slider for Magento 2 blog link that we have edited, so we can edit that up as well. So That was how you can add the images for the slider along with the URLs for each, and you can also edit the already added image URLs there. And to add more images, you just need to tap here in the add other images as well. Then similarly, you can choose the file, add the URL link. So you can also add multiple files at the same time. One by one can be done, and add in bulk also you can do that. That's you can add multiple images at the same time, and you can add their URL links at the same time as well. Apart from that, we have this remove button to remove the other image that you want to add. And we have already gone through the settings, so here we just need to set up the image width and the rest of the things. And kindly note that the time unit of the slider speed and the slider duration is in milliseconds. And now let me show you how we can delete one image from here. So for that, what I'll do is but before that, let's see this particular image at the storefront. So here I am at the vendors page, profile page, and if I go to the first one, here's the image that I just uploaded. It's not that good, but just for demonstration purposes, I've uploaded it. Now if I tap on this, we'll be redirected to the marketplace seller slider for Magento 2, the link that we had added within the image there. Now coming back to this section here, that's under the where is it, under the manage slider images here. So we can also delete any of the images that we have edited, so you can tap here on the delete button. Then on the prompt, just tap on the OK button, and the particular image along with its URL would be deleted out from that. Similarly, you can delete more images as well as per your own requirement. And lastly, you can tap here on the save gallery button. And now if I go to the storefront once again, you can see that now we don't have those some of the images there. If I scroll through the seller slider here, this is the second one, the third one, fourth, fifth, and similarly the sixth and the seventh one. The rest of the two images we have just removed from there under the account panel of the vendor itself, so only these are now available for the customers to check. Now let's hop onto the admin backend panel and let's see what different configuration settings are there for this particular plugin. That's the Magento 2 seller slider plugin. And now before moving on to the admin backend panel, I just wanted to show you this is the what we say as the separate seller panel view that just looks like the admin's one. So that's the feature that's within our Webkul's multi-vendor marketplace for Magento 2. So from here, from this particular seller's panel here, you can see that we can also manage the slides by navigating to the manage slider images section here. So if I tap on that, that brings up the complete details to add the images, like the same that we are already looking up to. And so basically I just wanted to show you this other seller separate panel view that we have. So let me change it to the default seller panel view once again, and now we'll be going to the admin backend panel. So here's the default what we say as the seller panel right now. So if I want to change that to admin's view, I can choose the separate seller panel view from this particular drop down at the top. So that was much about the vendors end, and now let's hop on to the admin backend panel. So here I'm at the admin panel for my Magento 2 multi-vendor marketplace backend panel. So I'll be logging into the admin backend panel to make the configurations for our marketplace seller slider for the Magento 2 itself. Also note that this particular plugin, that same marketplace seller slider, is an add-on to the multi-vendor marketplace for Magento 2 by Webkul. So you need to have the marketplace first to make use of this particular plugin. Now after the successful installation of this particular plugin, you'll have to navigate through stores and then configuration. So basically we'll be making the initial configuration to enable this particular plugin. So for that, we'll just navigate through stores, and then we'll just tap here on the configuration option. And here on the configuration block under the Webkul section here, we'll have to go to the marketplace option that we have. And then under that, we'll be able to configure the seller slider. So if I scroll down to the general settings here we have the enable marketplace seller slider. So if you choose this as a yes, then only then the vendors would be able to manage the images for the seller slider on their profile page. Otherwise, if you choose this as a no, then the marketplace sellers would not be able to set up the seller slider on their profile pages there. And lastly, just tap here in the save configuration button to save the configuration there. So that was much about the Magento 2 multi-vendor marketplace seller slider plugin. I hope it helped you out, and please do give this particular video a thumbs up if you like the video, and do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to receive the latest updates from our end. And if you have any questions, queries, suggestions or requirements, then you can anytime get back to us at support@webkul.com, or you may raise a ticket at webkul.uvidas.com. You can also reach out to us by going to the link that's www.webkul.com/contact. And once again, thanks for watching this particular video, and have a great